iChooseChart tutorial for the Body Life Skills app. So to access the iChooseCharts, you simply go on the blue button here on the main menu, and then you get greeted with this nice beautiful screen with lots of different options here for you. So if you want to learn more about the iChooseCharts and how they relate to you in your life and how to fill them out, you click on the About iChooseChart button at the top of that menu, and you got a lot of different points here about what the iChooseCharts are about. So firstly, the first one about the Fabric iChooseChart explains a lot of information about the iChooseChart itself, the purpose of the iChooseChart, and it's another one about completing it, and then also another one about the language that's used in the iChooseChart itself, which if you had been doing work with Tanya, you will know or have already picked that up already. Very much like the behavior scales, you've got the option to add an iChooseChart here on the main menu and given here an add chart, or you go in the main library and you've got the plus button up the top right hand corner there where you can also add a chart. I'm going to add one here. Again, just like the behavior scales, you can basically you get asked to add the name of the chart first, or the title, and the title is basically what's describing the chart and the situation. So it could be making a mistake, when you first open up an iChooseChart, and after you first logged into the app, you'll get greeted with a tutorial on how to use the iChooseChart section and how to fill it out. It's available to you anytime at the top right hand corner of the screen in the help button with the question mark symbol. Very much like the behavior scales, you can actually edit the title just by simply clicking on the text at the top, making a mistake, and edit and change what you like. So you can say making a mistake like this, and clicking done when you're finished, and it will save it automatically for you. The key with the iChooseChart is to fill out the option 2 first, because this is actually the areas of life, the reactions that we're already experiencing, and these are the ones that are identifiable to us. So you click on, to fill these out, we click on option 2, just the possible reactions section, we just click on that, and that'll bring up an area where we can add any items, any reactions. When we're first adding an item to the iChooseChart, you get greeted with this tutorial as well about how to fill the iChooseChart out, and then get started when you're done. This is this area here, these are the reactions that we're currently experiencing, as I said, and so this is like, we could be saying throwing a hissy fit when a mistake is made. That's cool. I might add another one as well, and this is something like hitting the teacher because I feel like I cannot do the task because of the mistake. Okay, so that's cool. If you want to delete any of these at any time, you just click on the minus symbol at the top left hand corner of the screen, and then you get these little red icons next to the items that you want to delete, or next to the item, sorry, and then just click on the one that you want to delete, and then click delete when you're done. Then click close. Cool. Now the way to fill this out is essentially we go to the natural consequences 2 the consequences of these reactions next. So that's the section just down from the possible reactions, likely consequences. We just click on that. These are again the easiest things to identify after the reactions, because this is actually what happens typically to us as a result of those reactions. So in this example, it would be that I do not learn how to do what was asked of me. And then click done when you're finished. And then click close. After that, we go to natural consequences 1, because we've identified what happened, what's currently basically going on for us in our life. We're throwing a hissy fit when a mistake is made, and we do not learn what is being asked of us. In this example, the likely consequence I actually want to have is that I want to learn to master that part, that task that's asked of me. So I click on, sorry that wasn't clear, click on the likely natural consequences 1, just beside, to the left of the likely natural consequences 2. And that opens up another area that I can add these items. So I add that I want, so I learn what was asked of me by my teacher. And then again, done when I'm finished, and close. And then, okay, so if I want to learn to master this particular area that I'm feeling a little bit confused by and clearly making a mistake with, how do I learn to deal with the mistake? That's the step 3, which is the new skill. So this is option 1, and we're heading to the top left-hand part of the I Choose chart, and click on the step 3 new skills. So in this instance, it might be that I essentially do not learn to not react and understand that mistakes are an opportunity to learn, and done. And then I click close. And that's my basic I Choose chart finished. When I want to export it, I go to the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, and then I get options of which ones I want to print. I click next, and then finally print. This will export an I Choose chart for me, which I can then export out to, I can print or export it or share it with my friends by clicking on the top right-hand corner of the screen, this little share button up the top, and then I get offered lots of different opportunities. I can print, I can share, I can mail it to my friends, I can do whatever I like, or myself that is. I may not want to share this with many other people, but it's up to you what you want to do with your charts. And then done when you are finished, and then back. Okay, so now the next thing is I want to go back to that, so I go to my library button, and then I can see my I Choose chart there. If I want to search, because I might have a lot in there, I simply search by the title, so I can just type in anything that might be relevant, and then I click on that. If I want to archive it, because suddenly this is not really relevant for me anymore, I can click on the trash can at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. It asks me whether I want to delete it, and so forth. The other option the other way to do that, is to actually go back to your library and then swipe and then click archive, and that's gone from your library. If I want to access it again, it's in my archived area, my archived charts. I click on that. I cannot edit it or print it. I can undo it at the bottom of the screen and that will bring it back into my library, or I can swipe here and unarchive. Lastly, if I want to get some examples on how to fill out these I Choose charts, simply click on Fabric's library, and there's a lot of examples in here that might be relevant for you, and also a lot of examples of how to fill these out. You can't print these, but you can get an idea on how these work. That's about it for the I Choose charts. If you want to learn more about this or how this relates to your life, simply contact us at fabric.com.au or go to bodylifeskills.com.